Hey guys, and welcome back to the Tech Channel. So today we have the N200, also known as the OnePlus Nord 200. So this is the OnePlus Nord 200, and I'll give you a quick sneak peek at the design. So the design is a plastic frosted back. It only comes in a blue color, but it looks really nice because for $240, this design is amazing. I've seen way more expensive phones that have terrible designs. It isn't outstanding, but for again the price point, it is very very acceptable. This has a 405 pixel density, or PPI, pixels per inch, I mean. And yeah, it's an LCD display. It has 1080p, and yeah, it is also 90 hertz, so you can see the smooth scrolling, which is an amazing feature for this price point. It also has 4 gigabytes of RAM, which is a problem because when you're doing your everyday tasks, you'll be running into some stumbles and some problems here and there because, well, you don't have enough memory to be running all these apps simultaneously. This also has a Snapdragon 485G, so I would definitely steer clear of any. I would definitely recommend that you steer clear of this phone if you are planning on gaming heavy duty games such as COD, PUBG Mobile, or Genshin Impact, because this thing cannot handle Genshin Impact. Maybe get something like the 6 tries word, or I don't know, like some sort of puzzle game. Don't go for those CPU intensive games. So on the back here, you have a 13 megapixel wide, 2 megapixel depth camera, and a 2 megapixel macro. Macro and depths are kind of useless, so you just have a one camera basically. It's kind of sad. And then you have 16 megapixels in the front camera. I'll show you those cameras later on. And yeah, so just looking at the body here, you have a headphone jack right here, which is I'm going to focus on, and it's being sorely missed in the flagship smartphone market. And you have the volume rockers and no mute slider. I mean, I do appreciate the fact that they put the hole punch over here, but the chin is quite large. Again, for a $240 phone, it isn't that bad, but just in general, it is a lot. This also ships with Android 11, Oxygen 11 skin over top, and as you can tell, it says never settle. So I'll take a look, just showing you the Oxygen OS type thing. So it has all these things. I changed this theme to purple, and it's very customizable. If I go into my settings here and I go to button gestures, you can go to customization. And basically, you can just take a look at different things. You can change icon pack, accent color, and just nice little features within the actual phone that doesn't require a third-party launcher. This also has 64 gigabytes of memory, as I'll show you right over here. Let's go on to the settings. So the good thing about the memory, though, is that it does have expandable memory, up to 2 terabytes, and that is very good to see that there is expandable memory, because if it only came 64 megs, I would totally just say, don't buy this phone. 64 gigabytes is not enough. But luckily, you get the easier way out because you can buy a micro SD card. This has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, so this thing lasts you days. It lasts me a few days, about 2 days. I'll show you the battery. Because, well, 5,000 milliamp hour battery is a lot in general. I didn't use the battery saver either. This also has a 17 watt fast charger in the box, and so it is again good for the price. Hidden space. Good for the price, but again, not super fast. Some other things, like sometimes you run into bugs with Google Assistant, like I can't say, "Hey Google," because she won't allow me to do that because there's some bug on the actual phone. So other than that, let's get on to the speakers. So I'm going to go to YouTube, and speed test. And then basically I'm just gonna play some non-copyrighted music. Please, YouTube, do not I guess, well, I'm not even monetized, but I guess remove the potentiality of monetizing this, just because it's Alva Gracia. Okay, so credit to Alva Gracia. Yeah, just I'm gonna show you the speakers. This is not stereo, by the way. It's a camera right over there. Yes, non-copyrighted YouTube, please. See, the problem is, like, if you put your hand over here, you don't hear anything. So, as you can tell, I mean, in my opinion, I think that the bass is lacking. This has too much treble. The highs or the lows are too high, and yeah, I think that's a problem because I mean, unless I think that's a problem if you were to be listening music directly from the phone. But if you have speakers or headphones, because again, it does have a headphone jack. Thank goodness. Thank you, OnePlus. Yeah, if you're listening from the actual speakers, then maybe not. But if you're not doing that, then there would be practically no reason to say no otherwise. So this is the actual camera. So basically, what this it is, so it basically has different modes, and so the camera actually is not very clear. So I'm gonna quickly take a snap of something. And so I just took a snap of a photo, and it's just processing. So as you can tell, that this actually, I think my camera's doing it too much justice. This does not look as good as it is on the camera. This looks 10 times worse with the camera, with the lack of the camera here. So yeah, actually it's getting a little bit. There I go. That makes it look 10 times better. That's not what it looks like. No, the browns are not that brown. I think, again, my camera's a little bit off. Okay, there we go. That's what it looks like. Yeah. So it's not great. I'll also show you some macros. So if you go to more and you go to macro, I'm just gonna quickly move in and take a photo of this carpet. 4 centimeters. This should be about 4 centimeters. Snap. Yeah, this doesn't look very good. So don't buy this for the cameras. I definitely think that every reviewer out there says, no, don't buy this for the cameras. And if they tell you to buy this for the cameras, they are lying. Steer clear. Yeah, it's coming from the small YouTuber here. And by the way, if you've enjoyed this video, or you have some feedback, I would really enjoy it if you gave some feedback in the comments, or if you subscribed and liked. Again, it's totally free, and you can always change your mind later, and it really helps out the channel and me and my ability to buy these phones. So here are the different types of filters. There's a lot of different types of filters. They're kind of just color filters. There's nothing too fancy here. The night mode. Let's take a look at the night mode. I actually haven't tested the night mode yet, so I'm gonna quickly test the night mode. Hold on. So I just took a picture of something in the dark, and it doesn't look great, actually. Night mode shots, again, camera, not the strong suit here. I'll take a quick video here. Test, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we'll just watch the video here to see how good the quality is. Test, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So mic is pretty clear. Cameras, the video quality is okay. It could be better. One big problem with this phone is the rear selfie camera, which I'm not going to show right now, but it has some sort of beautify software on it that makes my skin look really unnatural, and everyone that uses it tells me that this looks super unnatural, even when you turn the beauty filter off. So I'll show you the flashlight. So basically, if you just go into here and show the flashlight. So the flashlight's pretty dim. Sorry. Like, it's kind of dim. Again, you don't buy a phone for a flashlight, but just the interesting thing. So yeah, I think overall this is an interesting one. My conclusion is go for it as a kid's phone. Or there's some other scenarios, but let's begin kids phone. So this is a great kids phone because well, it's cheap compared to other phones. I mean, you can go cheaper, but generally this is considered cheap. And it's a pretty good spec for children because, like, small children, I mean, I don't think they'd be able to tell the difference between 4080 5G Snapdragon chip by Qualcomm versus like a 888, maybe an 888, but get something that's maybe $700. It gets you unless you're getting the 888, maybe an 870, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference as a child. And the AMOLED panel doesn't really matter for kids, and the camera doesn't matter for kids generally. So this is a great kids phone. I don't believe this has NFC though, which is an interesting thing. Another scenario, another thing is just having this as a backup phone. Because this also has an insane battery life. So if this was your work phone or whatever, this is a good work phone, I assume. And maybe an elderly person's phone, you could always put like this is kind of a different from the video, but technically you could go into the easy launcher or something like that. There's some sort of launchers. There's always launchers that, it's called Bigly or some, no, it's not it. It's called Big Launcher, sorry. And basically it's for like elderly people, and you could just like put this down there, and I mean minimal specs, but at least they get something. This is just the launchers themselves, but aside from that, I think this is a good phone. Again, if you're not too into the cameras, you're okay with slower performance, maybe you just want to watch YouTube, do some scrolling through the web, you don't want to be running a business off this or something, or playing games, then I think this is totally fine. I don't see a problem with actually using this if you don't care about the camera or the super speedy performance. Otherwise, if you're a power user, in terms of how long you use this, not actually like the power consumption of the actual individual apps, like if the actual app is super CPU intensive, other than that, this will last you a long time. I'm talking in terms of how many minutes you'll be able to get out of this, and yeah, I think it's fine. Overall, I would give this a 7 out of 10. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. It would be amazing if you would hit that like or subscribe button, or both. Tell your friends about this phone or the channel or the review. It would really help out the channel, so we can get some other phones in, and so there can be more videos just like this, or improved. Okay, see ya.